And continuing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Managed to kill all those critters. They gave quite a big fight. Mostly because of bad plannings and more critters to fight. I hope there's not any of those Sahajins because they are dangerous. Being prepared. Like this. And more like this. That thing has an unpleasant habit of being... well, I find that this game's more active battle folk mode is very good. It makes active much more dynamic and feel much more effective, but it has that unpleasant thing of feeling a bit of a, you could say, not as implemented as it could be. The general gameplay or something feels more like, well, it's quite hard to, of course, be completely aware of when you have 3 characters to worry about and all have their own quirks and all that, and knowing that the basic gameplay doesn't make it so that the characters could easily would actually do something of on their own, meaning that you can't have automated healer on this, which is a bit of sad, mostly because the technology of getting a healer to work without your prompt is there. So the computer, I think it's deliberately, the AI has been programmed to be quite stupid and demanding micromanaging and shuffling around of characters. Not the most, I'd say, not the most elegantly.
Gonna make us work for it, are you? I'm not gonna hurt you, little fella. So just stay.
Alright, that's it. It is gonna be hurt. Because that looks like a boss battleground if I've ever seen one. Or at least there's some cockroaches there. And why couldn't he just wipe them all out from this nice... Damn it. Because why he couldn't just finish up all these things from the nice little background where they had a nice height advantage of being completely separate, and then they just decided to let's not do anything, make anything smart moves. And that's just weird thing. But then again, I think Sahajin is better to blow up. Got it to a stagger. My whole group has become frogs. Oh, lucky it's not permanent change, because if it would have been fucking much worse. It's already bad, but it would have been completely horrifyingly much worse.
That's that.
You're out. So the status ailments, you could say that, are not as nasty as they used to be. Mostly because they wear off in time. And I really haven't checked out how well they work on you, mostly because the basic conventions of this JRPG genre, especially if you have been familiar with it for quite a long time, you more or less figured out that the status ailments to use against enemies is waste of time, they don't work. And if when they are used against you though, they do work very well and they keep stacking, so meaning that yeah. And there's also all kinds of that kind of status elements that which don't not necessarily even in the fucking mentioned to be in the game. I do hate that thing. Now let's just drink either as well while I'm at it. Come on, don't run.
Take the right.
I'm on it.
Your days are numbered, rat boy.
Well, I have a feeling that that thing is there's about to be a explosion of violence happen quite soon when the big ugly thing shows up.
He's so slippery.
Just like his owner.
Barrett, you have a gun. Just shoot that thing dead. Or maybe it just doesn't die as fastly as it could be. Let's... Oh, damn, didn't have the assess on. But that assessment of that thing is actually quite fastly solved, so... actually not. I'm just gonna chop that thing up to pieces. And I'm gonna do it.
So long. Try me.
I'm gonna mutilate that thing. Oh yeah, and there's more of these.
Don't overdo it. Come on.
I'll to bring out the maximum fury. Shooting you down. Now you got with the stagger. And while I'm at it, just more ammo put to the things. And I really dislike that the damage is big. Well, of course, understanding that they want to make the enemies feel more potent, so there's lots of damage, but they make it so which already was quite noticeable at the game like Dark Souls, was that Yeah, you might be able to endure one strike, but then there's about to be 10 strikes coming right at you. And so something like a...
Gonna pull back.
I got this. Keep it together.
Alright, watch and learn.
More doing things.
Let's do this right.
And of course there's generally that quite common thing in these games is that the fact is the annoying habit of enemies being able to shove and push you around, but you cannot do the same, or at least cannot do the same with as overwhelming efficiency as you do, as in as the enemies can. But these kind of little critters or something, no, you can't shove them around, even if that thing most likely is quite dense stuff. No,
Here we go.
lots of tendon and all that. It's still it's something that no, you can't actually beat it. I got the bloody pouch.
Give it back.
That's
Give it back.
That's not a key.
Sorry.
That's not your pendant either. Were they family?
No.
It was all just a dream, wasn't it? But one day, no. Time to wake up and forget.
Six months ago. On that day, Corneo picked her as a bride, and on the next, she vanished without a trace. But before she did, she gave it back. Salt on the wound. Thing cost me a small fortune.
Why did you want to come down here?
Revenge. I know I need to let go, but I can't. I need closure, because without it, I'll never be able to move on.
It's fine. As long as you get us topside, we're still in.
Thanks. And don't worry. I got you.
You all right?
I know a shortcut. Follow me.
So it's something like it's very much like the fact that oh yeah, I forgot that the assess is yeah, it was a wife. And apparently Don Corneo is some sort of is not just a sexual predator, he's a serial
Twisted
killer
piece
as
of
well.
shit. I'm gonna enjoy beating him to a pulp.
Corneo's mine and mine alone. Please. Fine.
I'm quite certain that we don't get to meet Don Corneo's yet. Because he's just a scum. Ugh. He was a sleazy asshole before, but now he's made into something completely much worse. Sleazy asshole and a serial killer as well. Oh yeah, over there say sleazy asshole, sexual predator, and now he's a serial killer, murderous something that he gets new plaything women to himself, and then he just gets when he gets brought to them, they're just dumped into for the sewers to be eaten by that pet monster. The monster most likely is also a vicious son of a bitch alien. Or whatever. So certainly no reason to be happy about that. Feel pity towards that thing either. And interesting to know that they managed to make many things which are familiar to you from perhaps other contexts are now made to be much more grim and unpleasant. And there's the go, and I do need to replenish myself with the healing spot. But luckily that it most likely is as close as it is, so getting myself healed. Doing the same and getting forward, and I'm quite certain that the big ugly thing will show up. Oh, it's right, it was right here as well, there was a healing spot.
It's Leslie! Got some urgent info for the Don!
Come alone.
Of course.
Really? Without my little avalanche kittens? I thought I told you to round them up and bring them to me.
Actually, it's them I came to talk about.
He's greasy. Why you shoot the fucker? Oh damn, Don Corneo is quite tough. Or at least tough enough to expect that.
Leslie. I don't think I need to remind you why I'm down here. Spilling the beans to those 3 escape artists was a serious mistake. Now I'm on Shinra's shit list. The plate stunt was meant to be an unprecedented tragedy, claiming countless innocent lives.
But he's hammy.
But those naughty little kittens organized an evacuation and screwed up the plan. I'll let you in on a secret. Shinra's going to abandon Midgar and build something close to paradise. I was invited to be a part of it. Dawn of a new and improved wall market. I'll be lucky to live another week. Leslie, I was gonna let you run your own place. Give you a piece of the action. What a shame. Pop quiz time, kiddo! Villains like us only divulge our evil plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation,
When you think you've already won.
Goodbye.
Think again, Don.
Huh? It's you.
You were talking about the Sector 7 plan. Keep talking, asshole.
Ah! Over there! Over there, look!
Don't try to bullshit us.
But that's the thing.
Cloud sees it.
Technically bullshit when it's true.
Yep. Yeah. There's the big ugly thing. And Leslie got hit.
Good, Abzu! Feel free to play with your food. Gone out.
Bastard.
Now I have to deal with this ugly thing again. And it brought its litter with
First
it.
him, then Corneo.
Don't even think about it, cockroach.
Get ready. Floppy.
Take a bit of slight And now I'm gonna...
Don't overdo it.
Oh, well, luckily it seems to be weak against fire attacks, so I'm gonna keep waiting at it with them.
Bring it home.
Let me handle this.
Gonna give it some poison attacks. Oh, he's got a... Oh, I got it to the stagger state. Oh, damn it. Focus thrust. Right on the Abzu itself. Don't even think about it, you little cockroach things. Oh yeah, it's got the water wave. Apparently it's not there's, I don't think there's much reason to start shooting at that. Can I sleep it? Most likely not, but there's no harm in trying. Let's give Barret haste.
Anytime now.
Infinity's End. And some Cure Spell to Cloud, just in case, because that thing can take a lot of damage. Oh, damn it, here it does the... Maximum Fury again, to the ass end of it. Now what the hell? Round 1. Dive kick.
Let's do this.
I would say this is round 2.
Let's do this.
I don't like you being like that, big thing. It's also quite nice to notice that how the that's just made it into dramatic scenery. And more cockroaches appeared. They seem to follow its command orders.
All set.
Omni Strike. Give the whirling uppercuts. Chakra.
My turn.
Actually, no, just focus on doing healing. Damn it! That's really annoying when it comes to that kind of combo of things. But I say that despite the main difficulty of the game being in the fighting boss fights, they are not excessively, you could say, oh yeah, summon gauge is getting up. But luckily it's taking quite a lot of damage, so case is not completely hopeless yet. Maybe because I managed to get the thing out there. Now it's got angry. Bring out the Ifrit. Mostly because it's got the fire damage, so yeah. It's weak to fire, and I bring out the fire demon. Chakra.
Hang back.
What the hell is it trying to? You are there.
Counting on you.
Those fucking cockroach things, which are just so persistently be causing damage, annoyance. Cool out the barret.
All set.
Chakra Tifa. More. Okay, what the? Oh yeah, it's doing the, oh shit.
Gonna whip your ass twice as hard for Tifa.
Yeah, that's quite nasty, but I think once I managed to blast out couple of limit breaks to its face, it should kill over. Oh, it killed already.
This time.
Dead. But I will say handily. Oh, I can't just go back to the recover my health. Annoyance. Mostly because plot-wise. But still a couple of curas. Certainly can't do damage. That was actually quite not so bad boss fight.
You okay?
Where's Corneo?
Sorry, bastard got away.
It's fine.
He's on the run, but he will pop
I'll
up.
track him down eventually. Not like I have anything better to do.
And Shinra's and of course the plan that Shinra is about to dump about to be leaving Midgard behind.
She could still be out there.
Can never be sure how much someone means to you till they're gone. Don't give up on her yet.
Yeah.
Was it a message? What was she trying to tell me?
We'll meet again.
Huh?
It's a symbol of reunion.
Reunion. But I still find Tifa's red eyes creepy. They should have been more
I
brown.
guess I've got no choice but to find her first.
Although they did
Hold
make
up.
it more
I
like
think
a
you might be
brownish.
forgetting something.
I haven't. Found it. Let's get out of here.
That's the
Then I'll give you
Corneo's
what you
loot.
need.
But now I'm here in this room. It's really strange that the first boss fight against Abzu wasn't so difficult. Oh, but I say it was more difficult than this one, so maybe it's the amount of leveling up or something else. But time to, of course, save my progress, because that's never wrong. Now, thinking about how the Final Fantasy games have made their fighting system to work. As originally it was just turn-based and character, in that you did all the moves there was for you to do. well, it was like this, that you did all the moves and the speed order or speed stat then made it so that in which order you went to do it. Nothing strange in that. But where am I now going? Upstairs, of course. Corneo Coliseum.
Taste that sweet Midgar small.
This way.
Grappling guns. You can practically fly with the souped-up motors on these babies. Sector 7 is on the other side of that wall. The guns will get you over and past it, along with any number of other obstacles. But they're one-way tickets. So once you start up, there's no coming back. You should probably get your affairs in order, just in case.
Thank you.
Didn't tell you before, but we're looking for someone too.
That right? Hope you find it.
You too.
Let's go.
Well, now I have the means to get inside the Midgar to this wall, so let's just see where it is. In here, of course, quite near the wall mark, just as in the original one, but it's time to start heading to up that wall next time. See ya then.